The Titan's Curse presentation made by Rosebeth V. Bernabé, which is me. Summary. This will take a while, so if I were you, I would sit back and relax. The summary. The story begins with Percy Jackson, Thalia Grace, and Annabeth Chase accompanying Grover Underwood to recruit more demigods for Camp Half-Blood. They met Dr. Thorne, which was the vice principal of the school they were in, named Westover High. They then figured out that Bianca D'Angelo and her brother, Nico D'Angelo, were the demigods. However, during a confrontation with a mysterious monster, which was Dr. Thorne, who was a manticore all along, they were ambushed. This event leads to the arrival of the Hunters of Artemis, a group of immortal female warriors led by the goddess Artemis. After a while, Annabeth then sacrifices herself to save the others by jumping off the cliff with Dr. Thorne. After that, Artemis went on a quest to stop the resurrection of a dangerous monster by herself. The rest then went back to Camp Half-Blood and delivered the sad news of Annabeth. One night, Percy Jackson and Zoe Nightshade had a dream of the goddess Artemis and Annabeth Chase in deep trouble. They both wanted to save them. Actually, Percy Jackson had a dream of Annabeth Chase replacing Luke Chase because Annabeth wanted Luke Castellan because Annabeth wanted to save him because he was trapped under something. But in the end, she got tricked and she is in deep trouble. Zoe Nightshade had a dream of the goddess Artemis, who replaced Annabeth in that deep trouble. And now she herself is in trouble. I know, right? How can that be possible? A goddess be in trouble? Well, let's see. Percy didn't believe that Annabeth died. He didn't believe that Annabeth died because of the dream, because he didn't feel like her. I don't think that he felt her presence was gone. In the middle of a tradition for the hunters coming back to Camp Half-Blood, they were stopped by an oracle that told a prophecy. Five shall go west to the goddess of chains. One shall be lost in a land without rain. The Bane of Olympus shows the trail. Campers and hunters combined prevail. The Titans cursed must one withstand, and one shall perish by a parent's hand. This prophecy is saying that 5 people will go on a quest to save the goddess and Annabeth, mixed with campers and hunters. But throughout the adventure, 2 people will be lost from the quest, or presumably dead. As it said, one shall be lost in a land without rain, and one shall perish by a parent's hand. The 5 people who went through this adventure were Zoe Nightshade, Bianca D'Angelo, Percy Jackson, Thalia Grace, and Grover Underwood. As they embark on a dangerous journey, they encounter various challenges, face mythical creatures, and learn more about the prophecy that foretells the rise of Cronus, which was the dangerous monster that Artemis was trying to prevent from resurrecting. The group discovers that the Titan at last is plotting to use Artemis to unleash Cronus. Percy and his friends must navigate the dangers of the mythological world, confront the treacherous Titan's curse, and ultimately try to save the goddess Artemis and prevent the catastrophic events foretold in the prophecy. Author. The author of the book is Riordan. This is him, that's his picture. The book was published in April 2007. He made a lot more amazing books. He made the series Percy Jackson, Magnus Chase, The Trials of Apollo, The Cane of Chronicles, The Heroes of Olympus, and so many more amazing books. Plot devices. Plot devices is quests and prophecies, as they wanted a quest because the oracle told a prophecy that 5 will go to the goddess of chains, and they did go there. Mythological creatures such as Dr. Thorne, who was a manticore all along, and other creatures they will interact with along the way. Friendship and betrayal. friendship, such as Percy, Thalia, Grover, and Annabeth sticking together, being friends for like a while now. Zoe and Artemis and the Hunters, they have their own like circle, they're like family, friends, and betrayal, which I won't specify or say anything because I don't want to spoil. It is very juicy. You should go read the book yourself to know. Personal growth and climactic battles. Elements of the story. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. I'm just gonna say that. Characters. There's a lot of characters for one book, and it's amazing. Percy Jackson, which is the main protagonist. Cronus, Luke Castellan, Atlas. These three are the main antagonist of the book. Or maybe the whole, no, not just them actually. But like for the third book, these are the main antagonists. Thalia Grace, Annabeth Chase, Grover Underwood, Zoe Nightshade, Bianca D'Angelo, Nico D'Angelo, Artemis, the goddess Artemis, Chiron, which is the head of Camp Half-Blood, Sally Jackson, which is the mom of Percy Jackson, Mr. D, or the god Dionysus, Dr. Thorne, Frederick Chase, which is the father of Annabeth Chase, the goddess Athena, god Poseidon, god Zeus, god Ares, the goddess Aphrodite, Rachel Elizabeth Dare, which is human, but she has her own plot, and I won't be saying anything about that. And the Ophiotaurus, which is one of the dangerous monsters that if you can kill the Ophiotaurus, you'll have the power to kill the gods, which is very concerning. Settings. Camp Half-Blood, Westover High, Mount Olympus, and Mount Tamalpais. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mount Tamalpais is actually the place where Artemis and Annabeth were held captive. The plot of the story. It's about the adventures of Percy Jackson and his friends on a dangerous quest to rescue their friend Annabeth Chase and the goddess Artemis, who were kidnapped and held captive by Luke Castellan and Atlas the General. Crisis. The crisis revolves around the capture of the goddess Artemis and their friend Annabeth by the Titan Atlas, who plans to use Artemis to bring the resurrection of a powerful Titan lord, Cronus. Artemis is on a quest to prevent the resurrection of Cronus, obviously, and her disappearance becomes a significant threat to the balance of power amongst the Olympian gods and the Titans. It's a significant threat because the gods are supposed to have a meeting, a very important meeting, and Artemis is one of the people who makes the great ideas that makes the gods like even and stuff, you know, like to make them not dead or something. Like if like there was a war happening, Artemis would be the one who would give ideas and stuff and all of that. But without Artemis, because she is kidnapped, and if they have that meeting, I don't think that they would have these great ideas and it would resolve to the doom of everyone and everything. The theme of the story: friendship, loyalty, sacrifice, coming of age, power and responsibility, survival, good versus evil, and death. I'd say that these are the theme of the story because Percy Jackson and his friends, or whoever he's accompanied with, go on this quest because of their friendship and loyalty. Friendship, they wanted to save Annabeth because they're friends with them. Loyalty, Zoe Nightshade is actually a lieutenant of Artemis, and she was so loyal till the end. Spoilers. Till the end, for Artemis. Like, she would do anything to save Artemis. She would sacrifice herself, and everything. Good versus evil, because, you know, Percy Jackson and His friends are the good, and they fight the evil. Death, prophecies foretold the death. Power and responsibility, coming of age, everything. It is very good, and there are so many more other themes. POV. It's just first perspective. I would say, actually, I feel like everybody would say the book is first perspective because it is told in the perspective of Percy Jackson himself. For example, I came out on a U-shaped balcony and overlooked this huge warehouse area. It says, as it says, I came out, meaning Percy Jackson himself came out. And okay, similes and metaphors. Westover High looked like an evil castle. Her gray eyes were the same color as the ocean. The same color as the ocean. This part was talking about, Percy Jackson was talking about Annabeth. Stand both of them. The wind blew straight through my coat like ice daggers. The more powerful a demigod you became, the more you smell like a monster sludge, which is true. I swear she was turning green. We slid on Aegis like a snowboard. Aegis is actually the shield of Thalia. It was wedged completely in the snow like styrofoam packing. The hills of metal looked like something on an alien planet. You talk like you're not human. Feedback. Overall, it was a great book. It explains and portrays the story well. Each character's emotions and intentions are well described to make the book more entertaining. I'm not even gonna lie, I cried when I read some scenes that I didn't expect would happen. The plot, the characters, the way they use specific words, the theme, the genre, the settings, everything. It was well written. I really loved the book to the point I want to read the whole series. I'm not the type of person that likes to read, but maybe this book just might change my mind. All in all, the book was great. I would recommend it for the people who don't really like reading books or who wants to start reading books. There were a lot of unexpected scenes and plot twists that I wish didn't happen. Some I wish didn't happen. They didn't deserve to die. But anyways, thank you for watching. Presentation still made by me, Rosebeth B. Bernabeth. Bye bye.